Circulation. Everyone always talks about circulation, but I just want to get a little more in depth into circulation. Not too in depth. Let's talk about circulation, what it's all about, what does it mean to have bad circulation or good circulation? Because this term circulation, it is just thrown about very randomly, and I don't think a lot of people really understand what it is they're referring to when they say, hey, I have circulation problems. Okay, so let's make it simple. Let's say this is your heart here. Okay, so obviously the heart, it pumps blood to the body. So you have the main vessel, the aorta, that leaves the heart, and of course this main blood vessel then branches out into other smaller vessels, which then supply the tissues of the body. For example, let's say the muscles of the legs. So now you have blood being pumped from the heart, it's now supplying the legs. Okay? Let's say this is the legs here. Now, you think about the blood that comes from the arteries. That is where you have a higher concentration of oxygen as compared to the veins. So you have oxygen in the arteries that, let's say, supplies the legs. So now the muscles of the legs, they take up the blood, and of course they use up a fair amount of the oxygen. Not all of it, but a fair amount of oxygen. And now this what we would call deoxygenated blood now needs to return to the heart to be reoxygenated and then go back again to the rest of the body. So you have the oxygen being supplied to the legs by the arteries, and now the deoxygenated blood leaves the legs and needs to go back to the heart, and it leaves through the veins. So for now, we'll just say the two main parts of the circulation will be the arteries and the veins. One is the supply, the other is the return. Now you can have problems with these two branches. You can have problems with the arteries, which can be termed a circulation problem or a type of circulation problem. You can also have issues with your veins, which is also another type of circulation problem. So when a person says, hey, I have circulation problems, what exactly are you referring to here? Are you referring to issues with the arteries, the veins, or even a combination of both? So let's talk about the arteries. You will have your healthy arteries, and then you will have arteries that have their problems. So let's look at an artery head on. So let's say now this is an artery here. These are the walls of the artery, a nice healthy artery in which blood flows through very easily. Now in the case of atherosclerosis, where you have all of these plaques that develop in the artery that then reduces the diameter of the artery or reduces the amount of space that the blood has to flow. So now let's talk about an unhealthy artery. We have, let's say, some atherosclerosis or some plaques, that impede the flow of blood. So now not as much blood it can pass through the arteries and supply the body. So atherosclerosis can be a type of circulation problem that pertains to the artery. So that's one main one. Let's talk about the veins. So when you have the arteries supplying the tissues of the body, let's say this is body tissue like muscle and skin, these things, and now you have the blood now leaving the tissue that now has to return to the heart. The arteries are a high pressure system, okay? And the veins are a low pressure system. So for the blood to go back to the heart via the veins, the veins have a system of valves in them that help this low pressure system to effectively return blood to the heart. So let's look at the vein side. Let's say that's the vein here. And now these are the valves in the vein. These are valves here. So let's say these are the veins in the legs, and you're walking, and there's compression of the veins. Compression of the veins by the muscle is going to open the valves, okay? And this helps the blood to go up. When the pressure is released from the veins, the valves, they swing back and they lock to prevent the blood from flowing back down the leg. Now, in the case of varicose veins and spider veins, what happens here is that the valves begin to fail. The quality of the valves, they're not as healthy as before, and there may be some reflux or some backflow. So instead of the valve closing properly, what may actually happen, let's portray it as the valve being a bit saggy or floppy. And what happens is now you have backflow of blood, and it is the backflow of blood that causes the veins to overfill and stretch and get longer, and that is how you move from healthy veins to the picture of spider veins or varicose veins. So varicose veins is a type of circulation problem that pertains to the veins. Okay, so I just wanted to put a little bit of a clarity on this term circulation. Everyone is talking about circulation problem. They get some tingling in the arm, tingling in the legs, and they say it's circulation. But we need to get a bit more specific. What exactly is going on here? Or is it really a circulation problem? So this is more of a primer. So when we say circulation problem, are we referring to atherosclerosis in the arteries, or maybe are we referring to the spider veins or varicose veins where the veins are concerned? Okay, so if you're having any questions where circulation is concerned, feel free to contact us at 747-5297-308-3370. You can a call or send a WhatsApp. If you have any ultrasound reports, any reports you want to send, you can take pictures of them, send them on WhatsApp. We'll have a doctor call you and discuss with you, and then we can see how it is you're moving further from there.